is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and you go against yourself, and it'll take longer to accomplish your goal. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 72, NASDAQ off 1, S&P's off 1.5. Gold contract up $7.50, trading at $15.79 an ounce. We get silver up 13 cents, $17.63 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 36 cents, $51.53 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year right now up 2 ticks, trading 130.24. The 30-year up 7 ticks, 161.29. And King Dollar up 18 ticks, trading 99.06. The euro is at a 108. The pound is at 130, and the yen is at 109.79 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We take a look at this S&P out here. What you're going to see out here, folks, is that you got a total rejection of lower price out here this morning. 8:30, 8 o'clock this morning, you're down 20 S&P points. Bottom line, it grind right from the beginning all morning long. You start grinding back topside. The low came in at 510 this morning. Bottom line, it stayed there until basically about the open in the market. Open in the marketplace, they took it at from 33.59 to 33.70 at about a heartbeat, came back and tested. Now what you've just done is you actually got over the highs of yesterday once again. Market just shook off the whole coronavirus, how they basically they upped the amount of cases out there as well as the debts, unfortunately, out there, but market-wise said, see you, don't want to be you. NDX 100, we go take a look at the NDX too. NDX 100, the 3 Qs, made a new all-time high. It's up 9 cents right now. We had a low out here of 232 today. You got a high of 234.39 right now. Gold contract out here. You get a small ABC structure on the way up. Gold is going after its larger B point. So right now, folks, gold is in a complex ABC structure up. Now, what that means, okay, is that a complex ABC structure means that you got over the B point, you took it out with volume, yet you gave it up on price. Now, we did that on the 8th of January. We got all the way up to the price point of 16.19. You did monster volume out here. Let me see. This is going to be a different contract we're dealing with right now, but yeah, I don't have the volume right now. I can pull back and get the other volume. Anyway, we had taken out with volume, gave it up on price, right? That being said, what we have out here today is we got a small ABC structure on the way up, confirmed. We just took out the swing high that was established out here on Monday of 1580.50. Monday, you had contract volume of 192,000. We're at 260. Now, what's cool about this is that when you take a look at this, what you're going to see is that the last 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, we pulled back. Tuesday, we pulled back with 232,000. Yesterday, you pulled back with 190. We expand today, 260. This price projection, folks, is so cool because the price projection is right at $15.95. We've taken the B point out today. You got it with volume. So your price point is the B point of the complex ABC structure on the way up. Pretty wild how this is shaking out. Silver, we go take a look at the silver market, what you're going to see inside the silver market. Silver market also has volume behind this move. You're up 13 cents, nothing heavy there, but the bottom line with the volume, you do have some volume inside this move. They're out there buying gold, they're buying silver, and we'll see whether you can get follow through to the top side. Notes and bonds, they just continue also to want higher price, lower yield. Pretty amazing, actually, watching this thing shake out. What we had out here today, the 10-year got all the way up to 130.105. We did 2 million shares, 2 million contracts, folks. That's great contract volume. And what you're going to see when you're taking a look at this, when we came down the last 2 days in the 10-year, we came down 1.7 million and 1.5 million, and yet you were going into 2.5 million. So bottom line, they both want higher price, lower yield, even with markets at all-time highs. King dollar. Now, this one is getting really wild because King dollar has been testing the trend line to get back inside its larger range, its higher range, rather. And we're sitting there right now. You're sitting right on this trend line, folks. So that's telling me that tomorrow it's going to try to break this trend line, try to get back inside its higher range. And when you take a look at this, it's pretty wild, man. I mean, you know, we're sitting, and we made a high today of 99.099. Well, the trend line sits at 99,293, which is only a couple hundred ticks above where we are. I suspect we're going to hit it. We'll see whether we can break it. You know, thus far, bottom line is this dollar's had a pretty decent run last 2.5 weeks. Some of the higher volume equities in this market. Out here today, you get, let's see, we get GE's down 20 cents. Cisco's off 241. That came in with numbers. Tesla, oh my God. Tesla is something else, man. Tesla is going to do a secondary, small secondary, only $2 billion. Most times, folks, when you do a secondary, the bottom line, the stock pulls back a bit. Tesla just shook everything off. Tesla's up $35, trading 802, and you still have just over a 15% short position in Tesla. It had been running 1755. And right now, let's get to the updated one. The updated one is 1588. So bottom line is that you're still talking about very large short positions that can drive that stock, but they're going to, raise money now at a much higher level, and of course that means that you're selling a lot less shares. We're going to take a look at the NDX 100, which brought the market, shook it right off again. It was Tesla that's leading the charge up there, up 4.7%. INCY is up 3%. AMAT up 2.8%. And Mercado Libre up 2.5%. So big numbers out here. As you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, you're going to see our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. He's going to be doing a special workshop this afternoon for all his subscribers. That's going to be from 4 to 5:30. Basil's going to be coming up right next with us. We're going to be talking about what he's going to be teaching. And it's real easy to get in that workshop, folks. Just hit that button, subscribe, comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Basil and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome, folks. Dow is down 90, Nasdaq's off 5, S&P's off 3.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Don't forget, folks, every trading day, Basil does an outstanding show here, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, The Opening Call. Now, this afternoon, 4 to 5:30, folks, he's going to be doing a special webinar for all his subscribers. You can be a subscriber right here, right now. Very easy to do. The way you do that, you come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see right under featured content, live 90-minute event with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. You hit that, and then you're going to hit subscribe. You can test drive this for 1 month for $128. 6 months for $595, which is a savings of $173 or 22%. A year for $995, which is a savings of $541 or 35%. They all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You're going to end up getting a great newsletter. You like it at the end of the month, you can keep it. You don't like it, you get your money back. Bottom line, on top of that, you're going to be in a great workshop this afternoon. And Basil has 5 other workshops that are archived. So you get over there, you sign up, you're going to get a great workshop. And if you can't make this at 4 o'clock this afternoon, folks, that's no big deal because guess what? We get some great technology. You can just, it'll be archived on your page. You can go over it and over it and over it. Ride that wave, Basil. What's happening?
Well, the archive part of it is really important because I do know a lot of people have mentioned to me that it's going to be a little difficult to see it live at 4 o'clock, but they absolutely will archive it. And that's important. That's very important because you want to be able to look at some of these, the pondering of the questions and the answers. You need a little time. You don't have to always rush through it. You just want to take your time, and I think that's important. Maybe go back at something or move to slide 35 and then take your time to go back to slide 12. I think it's very important.
You're bringing up a great point because, folks, what happens if you haven't done this yet, so something that I think you should, I'm sure most of us understand it, but what happens is that the way all smart TVs are now versus just computers, right? You can lay on your couch, man. You can pop this up, okay, at night. You can go over it, and you got, yourself, whatever it's a, I don't know, 30-inch, 40-inch TV. And if you haven't seen Tiger TV on TVs and big TVs, folks, you got to do it because visually, because we talk about charts so much, it just pops, man. It just blows your mind when you're sitting in your own house and, you know, you got a screen that's whatever that screen is. It's pretty cool.
Actually, with the technology, even on a little cell phone, when you're looking at it, it's fabulous. It's really good.
You know, the cell phone comes out amazing, actually. I know.
It does, yeah.
I know.
So this
we're
is
looking
a
at this
perfect time because what we've got on the one side is we've got a market that just constantly wants to move higher. It takes every excuse to move higher.
It does.
And there have been a lot of excuses for it to go lower, and yet it keeps popping back. So on the one hand, you've got the technical analysis, and exactly a week ago I said to you when I was being interviewed by you, I said, this is interesting, Tom. We've made a new high, an all-time high. I have no other way in the Chapman Wave methodology but to call this a peak A, and that means in the methodology I use, there should be at least another 3 peaks to come. I don't know how it can happen, but that's what I'm looking at. So we managed to go long on the very sharp dip on that very next day, the Friday, and we're along the Dow, and it did. Yesterday made leg B. I think today will be a peak B. But look at this. The S&P has gone to an extension of yesterday's leg B. Yeah. And if it's still going to make a C and a D, and now we've got the increase in the coronavirus, how do you marry these two things? I mean, on one hand, I'm saying, am I nuts? How can you be long? You've got only long stocks for your subscribers. Yeah. You haven't yet started shorting. And on the other, that's a technical picture. And the other, I mean, emotionally, I'm saying, how can the market keep coming? At some point, you're going to have a slowdown in China with the semiconductors, etc. So we're doing technical analysis, and that's what I'm going to deal with tonight. How do you separate these two things? That's the one aspect. The other aspect is I've been talking to you about the simplicity of some of the techniques that I use. In this case, the 9 and the 14-period moving average. Let me just go to the Dow, and you'll see quite an interesting aspect to it, that from October the 9th of last year, when the green line, the 9-period exponential moving average, went above the black line, the 14-period moving average, it was only right here on the 30th of January that it crossed negative. And the 31st, remember, there was a 600-point down day. 3 days later, it went back to green. So that's technical analysis. And the other side, what I call the dark news cloud cover, we actually were able to sell the very second day after the day after the top. We've been able to get all these tops, and yet the switch to the upside has been phenomenal. Even after October to end of January, and that's the first time you get a confirmation of a down move, and it lasts as 3 or 4 bars. That's really quite incredible. So I'm going to be discussing that, how we can use the tools, what tools you can use to measure the degree of the bad news. In other words, I like to look at bad news as if it's not, if you have a one-off story, then you have a one-off sell and you're back to buy, because the majority of the time the markets are usually trying to move higher. So it has to be persistent. You have to be able to grade it. You have to measure the number of times a certain aspect gets mentioned. And then when it becomes front page news, it has another aspect to it. So I'm going to be discussing the potential, if there is going to be a market that pulls back because finally, whether it's the coronavirus or not, whatever it is, if that aspect becomes negative and the market perceives it as negative, then you get yourself a sell signal that goes to a sell mode. I'm going to be discussing all those aspects. So it's a very practical webinar. It is a webinar filled with a lot of information, chunks of humor. We have a ball. We have a good time with these webinars. So I'm looking forward to it. Perfect time for it.
There's no doubt. And, you know, folks, this run has been incredible. There's no doubt about that. If you just look at the NASDAQ composite, I mean, and since October, okay, this thing is up 2,000 points. We're talking about start out at 7,700 in October. You're 2,000 points higher. That's like out of
Tom,
yeah.
Have a look at this chart. You see the green line? It didn't even cross negative on that big sharp pullback, and it's still green. I mean, it's just hard to believe. You were speaking about Tesla. I mean, that's a good example.
Yes.
When the trend is in force, sometimes it takes a lot to change that trend. So we'll be looking at what would do it, why we would be looking at what we'd be looking at alternates, how does the bonds, gold, high-grade copper, how do all these things fit in? It's going to be very comprehensive.
No doubt. And it's real easy to get in, folks. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to featured content. You'll see the opening call right there, right in the middle. You hit subscribe. You can get it for a month, 6 months, a year, all with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You like the newsletter, folks, you keep the newsletter. You don't like the newsletter at the end of 30 days, guess what? Nothing to lose. You get your money back. You're going to have a great workshop. And the bottom line is that you will like the newsletter anyway, because it's a great newsletter. And on top of that, when you go to Basil's workshops and you go through that archive, you just get a whole education, man. I mean, that's the real bottom line, which is really cool. Basil, you have a great one, safe one. We're talking 30 minutes, man, to blast off.
All right. Thank you very much, Tom.
Thank you, man. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow down 76. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are down 2. We're coming right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hanks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 83. You get the NASDAQ. Dow down 83. NASDAQ off 1. S&P's down 3. And so Microsoft and Amazon, folks, they're going to continue to fight this out. What you had out here is that Amazon just won a temporary block of the Jedi cloud contract with the Pentagon. This has been going on for a long period of time. meaning it seems like it's almost 2 or 3 years now. And it wasn't just between Amazon and Microsoft. This is a $10 billion cloud computing contract. There was, at the very beginning, you had Microsoft, Oracle, and Amazon. Oracle held it up for a while. Amazon looked like they were going to get it. Microsoft ended up getting it. The bottom line is that this is a temporary restraining order, and we'll see where this basically shakes out, because it's interesting. The Court of Federal Claims Judge. Yeah, so there's different courts that these go to. This one here went to a Court of Federal Claims Judge. And the judge's full opinion was posted under seal. So this fight is going to go on in a big way as to who's going to get this contract. And what the Defense Department wants is that they want only one company in there. And I can understand why, because the bottom line is that when you're looking at basically any type of software programming, it's like, okay, last thing you want is 2 separate programs. NVDA. So NVIDIA, folks, is going to be coming out this afternoon as soon as the future market closes, 4:20. It's down $1.30 right now. You're trading at 271. That is an all-time high for the last 6 months. No, last year rather, in the marketplace. And that, one second, let me move this over. Whoops. And they are going to be looking, let's go take a look at number-wise first. So number-wise, there we go. Come on, give me that. Okay, so number-wise, what they're looking for, top line, they're looking for $3 billion to come in. 166 they're looking to make, $1.66. They're still growing on a 3-year basis, approximately 34%. Now, what's going to be intriguing about NVIDIA is this. If you want to see something this is like a classic test, getting all the way back up to the highs. Okay, so first I'm going to do this. First, we're going to put this on a weekly. Now, watch this. Man, this is intense, actually. So on a weekly, look at this. Holy cow. Okay. This is going to be crazy. Okay, so your B point on this is 259. Your A point is like 200. So that's like 59 A to B. 69, 79, 89, 91. Okay, so first off, this isn't a confirmed ABC structure up to 291, and we're 270. Now, when you look at that, if you're watching Tiger TV, this is pretty clear that it took out a B point, took it out with volume, so you get a 291. Now, watch what ends up happening here. When I put this on a monthly, what you're going to see is that we're coming into this downdraft with tremendously lighter volume. But the high that we're coming into is 292.76. So what this says, and number one, is that we are going to go test this high at 291. Well, 292 is the high. Now, what's wild about that is that NVDA, if that's what we get, you can basically see here, when I'm showing you this, watch this, you can see that we came down in October of 2018 with 324 million shares. Well, last month we went up with 153 million. This month you're at 75. So you can see that this is going to be a test of your highs, dramatically lighter volume. Bottom line, this is going to be so cool watching how this comes out, because the way this should play out when you're looking at this confirmed ABC structure up is that the market's going to like what it is. You get the finish of the ABC structure on the way up, and then this will be a total mind blow. You get the test of the highs, and it's not going to have the volume. So we'll see if it can hang on price. The expected move, so pitch this. This is pretty cool. The expected move in the option market is $15.99. So call it 16 bucks from where we are right now. So that's either going to get you a 286 print if we get the expected move on the way up, and on the way back down, you're talking about 252. So you can expect and if you've never seen how this works on the Thinkorswim platform, folks, this is pretty cool. I'll put this over here, and you can see when you put this up, you just put NVIDIA in there, you put an Analyze tab in, and what you're going to see going across, you're going to see that plus minus $15.99. That is the expected move. And an expected move, folks, what specifically that is, it doesn't mean that they know it's going to move either up or down. The option market is saying that that is going to be the move. And sometimes they're right on it, other times they're not. In general, it's pretty consistent, that move, and that's why the option market is so cool looking at it, of how the calls line up, the puts line up, and exactly what this shows. Roku is also going to be coming out with numbers this afternoon. Let me see what time they're coming out. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Roku is going to come out right after the close. Roku is trading at 140.45. This is going to be looking to do, to the top line, $391 million, and to the bottom line, they're looking that they're going to lose 14 cents. Let me look at this, see how this is set up. Okay, so this has been a consolidation for quite some time. Put this on a weekly for a second. I see. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this is going to be wild. This looks like it wants higher price too. So this is on a weekly basis. This came down hard September of 2019. We went from 176 down into $98 in 3 weeks. Look at that, man. These guys are getting killed. My God. Anyway, so high volatility, man. That's about as high volatility as you can get. Climbed all the way back up to 168, goes all the way back down to 120. Right now, you're at 140.45. Now, the expected move on Roku for a $140 stock is $19.50. So we're talking some action here. We're talking either a 160 that's looking for or a 120. And 120 was the low that was established 2 weeks ago, and the 160 is the high that was established in November of 2019. So those are a couple big ones that are going to be coming out after the close today, and you can expect some. Well, on the aspect of Roku coming out, that's when you might have the index move around a little, depending on what the earnings are. Cisco came out with numbers last night. We take a look at Cisco. Cisco is down $2.34. And in this context, bottom line is that you were a lot lower. You were another $1 lower. This here does have some volume on the way down, though. That's the way that Cisco is trading out here. It looks to me like Cisco is not going to hold price. You're off this high of 58. You're at 47. That does look like it wants to go to a lower price. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow off 124, Nasdaq down 16, S&P's off 7.5. They're selling this market down a bit as we're coming into this closeout here, folks. And the cannabis stocks. So check this out. This is pretty intense. You talk about a cash crunch. They have one in a big way. If you go to Aurora Cannabis, bottom line is that we take a look at this. You're going to see last 12 months hit an all-time low today, $1.43. The high is $10.32. Now, this company here, folks, let's pull the rest of it up so you can see the whole. Okay, so you set up, you know, at one point when these things went topside in 2018, the stock takes off at 31 cents, goes all the way to $12.30, tests it again, comes all the way back down. It's back down the other side right now. Now, that being said, what you do have out here is that they're looking for a new CEO, because what ended up happening is that they laid off 500 people. Their CEO, you know, bottom line, either resigned or they basically threw him out. I'm not sure. But what this first story is about is that their Aurora Cannabis is seeking interest in this CEO job from executives in the consumer packaged good industry, despite a significant amount of upheaval at the company. And it totally makes sense, folks, okay? You know, we've been talking about the aspect of what's going to happen in the cannabis business. It's going to be like the liquor business. It's going to be a branding deal. It's going to be how it's packaged. It's going to be how good in this case, the cannabis is, just like a liquor. That's what it comes down to. Now, that being said, I want to show you a chart that's pretty scary for the cannabis business in general. Now, watch this chart. This is like amazing, actually. And what this chart has to do with, it has to do with the aspect of how much cash that these companies actually have. And what you're going to see here is that when you're looking at this chart, cash crunch, that these companies are going to need to come to market for liquidity and cash. And the bummer, of course, is that when you come into the market when all these stocks are down, well, you have to dilute yourself. You can see this Aurora Cannabis is near the bottom of the pack with the worst positioned Canadian producer with 2.3 months of liquidity, followed by Tilray with 3.7 months. Now, when you take a look at this, you're going to see a lot of companies that you actually do know, but pretty, you know, low numbers of cash to stay in business, okay? That's what this really comes down to. You get Aurora out here, that's 2. Tilray, I mean, well, Medman's at about 5. They're showing Canopy's about 8 months. Well, bottom line is that the difference on Canopy is that Canopy no doubt has a big brother in Constellation Brands, because Constellation, okay, of course, is a powerhouse, and that's one of the largest owners of Canopy. Let's go to Dave in Boston. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Good afternoon, Tom. I'm doing great, thank you. First of all, I want to, thank you for your conversion over to the streaming end. I can't believe how different that makes in real, how that makes all of this come to life. I remember you going over or adding it, and it's just been monumental as far as the success to it, as far as the presentation. So
we appreciate it, man.
That.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you for listening.
In that equity, the NVTA, they've been doing pretty well as of late. I wanted to get your take on it as to where you could think that might head.
This is NVIDIA, right?
No, it's not, Tom. It's NVTA.
Awesome, man. Thank you. That's why I was trying to get that clear. Okay, so let's take a look at it. You get Invite Corporation, I see, Genetic Information Company. The low for the year is $14. The high is $28. And this company here, okay, they're taking in plenty of money. They're losing money, but the bottom line is that they're taking in plenty of money, and that's pretty. This company's growing by 193%, folks, over a 3-year period. Oh, look at this thing, man. Okay, so I see what you said. Now, do you own this, Dave? You're looking to buy it? What are we doing here?
No, I'm in it. I'm looking at that 28 area, but on a longer term chart, it looks like it can break that.
Yeah, no, I agree. What you have here, I mean, this has been 2 strong weeks, and that's what you like to see. You know, you got wide price spread. Last week we went from 18 to 24, monster volume. You're coming up to the high. So the high was established at 15 million on a weekly basis. We did 28 last week, and you got 16 already this week. So normally when you have something like this, you're so close to the high, you'll at least test the high, which, you know, is 28.75. Now let's see. Oh.
They have earnings next week too, I think, Tom.
Yeah, that's the thing that's always worrisome, right? You know, you get a biotech that doesn't make money. It had an incredible run. There's no two ways about that. 3 weeks ago, you're at $17. You're gonna have to make some decisions, man. You know, like whether you before the numbers, you'd have to like look at this and say, okay. I mean, it'd be great if it hits this 28.75 and it has the volume and it just gets over it. Because if it does, then it's going to be some big numbers, man. If it hits it and can't hold price, you know, I'd basically move out at least half of what you have.
Yeah, okay, just maybe lighten up.
Yeah, before the numbers.
I was thinking of that, and then I look at it on a monthly, and it looks like it's almost willing to bust it out.
I agree. No, then so what we're talking about here, folks, is this, and I can pick it up on, you know, when you're in a biotech, you know that what the risk you're taking, okay, and they're very large risks, but they're very large rewards also, folks. So this has a high volume high at 28.75, so that's huge. On the monthly, it's also coming up to that with monster volume, man. I mean, you know, we're already at 44 million. And the high volume high is 50 million. And then when I look, so technically, yes, it looks like to me it can take it out. And then fundamentally, I don't know what, you know, the generic information that they have, but the bottom line is that when you look at this growth, you don't see many companies on a 3-year basis growing by 194% in the U.S., not 84% in the rest of the world. You know, it's a big number, man. It's a big number. So. The other side of that, I'm sure you know the company a lot better than I do. You know.
No. I just it's caught a nice little updraft, and I wanted to get your take on if you could put some numbers to it there as far as volume coming into the monthly setup, and you know, lightening up is not going to help.
So. You know, the way I'd trade this, man, just see how it hits this high. And because the way it's looking right now, it looks like it will take the high out. That being said, you can see when this goes down, it goes down pretty quick. But that makes sense. It's, that makes sense. I think you're in good shape here, man. And you get plenty of time before the earnings, because the earnings don't come out until next week, man.
Right. Even like this afternoon time and Basel and the announcement on that, it's all great stuff. So again, thanks for everything you do.
Thanks so much, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Have a good one yourself.
Thanks, man. And we got a little muffled at the end there, folks. Life in the city. Stay right there, folks. You're going to be coming right back. Now, don't forget about Basil's workshop. Basil's going to be doing a great workshop. You can sign up for it right now. Come over to our website, right under featured content. He's going to be kicking it off 4 o'clock to 5:30 this afternoon. Dow down 100, NASDAQ off 9, S&P's off 4.5. We're coming right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Basil Chapman will be hosting a 90-minute live webinar for subscribers to his daily trading service, The Opening Call, Thursday, February 13th from 4 till 5:30 p.m. Basil will host his live webinar titled The Dark Cloud Cover, an Essential Market Analysis. In this 90-minute webinar, Basil will discuss the techniques he uses when identifying market downturns using his Chapman Wave, including how he uses specific ETFs like the SMH Semiconductor ETF as a canary in the coal mine leading indicator when looking for market downturns. By identifying particular weaknesses in the market technicals, Basil's able to identify the severity of the market reaction, and this is just one of many topics he'll be covering. To sign up now for the opening call, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on this special 90-minute live webinar with Basil Chapman, Thursday, February 13th. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's off 111, Nasdaq's down 10, S&P's off 5. Now, we're going to have tomorrow, folks, it's going to be pretty intriguing. Why? Because all the 13 F filings are due tomorrow. What are the 13 F filings? That is going to be the filings from December 31st of 2019, where the funds have either bought and or sold. So you're going to see a lot of these coming across the tape later on tonight, and it makes a difference as to how what people go in equity markets, come out of equity markets. What's going to be so intriguing, of course, number one, because we've gone up so dramatically since the beginning of the year. I can't wait to see the filings in Tesla. So picture this. When you take a look at Tesla, what we're talking about, if we go to December 31st just to give you an idea of how bizarre this is going to be. Okay, so December 31st, Tesla was at $421. So what you're going to see is that we're going to see who sold out at that particular level compared to where we are right now, or who bought. And it doesn't mean that they still own or don't own the equity, folks, but it does give you an understanding of the momentum either going up or going down, meaning where are the big players going? Where's Fidelity going, number one? Fidelity, you always want to know where they're going. They're such a monster, as is State Street, Mass Mutual. You know, you really get an idea of, in this particular case, I don't expect they'd be getting out of too many equities. Why? Because, you know, if they're getting out, someone else is getting in. But a lot of great information that is out there. As I just said, our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, he's going to be doing a great workshop for all the subscribers tonight. You can get in this workshop right now, folks. Real easy to do. Just come over to our website at TFNN, go into featured content, hit the banner, hit the subscribe. You can get it a month, 6 months, a year. Comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Market-wise out here, you know, nothing's different. You're down slightly. It's no big deal. You're coming into a Friday. I can't see them taking this market apart in a Friday. Bottom line, you're going to still grind a little bit higher. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Come back and visit us tomorrow morning. Tommy kicks us off every trading day. Great show, morning market kickoff. Go get them, folks.